Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hudson's Bay closing at Lime Ridge Mall. I'm doing a voiceover for the start of this video because I screwed up the name of the mall. I was tired, as driving through Canada can be quite exhausting with the amount of a lot of drivers as well as the speed limit changes, but that's besides the point. But anyway, this Hudson's Bay has been here for a few decades, and it is my third Hudson's Bay I filmed. There's going to be 4 of them you guys are going to see on this channel. I'm trying to get these up before I get the rest of my Cincinnati videos. I hope you guys enjoy the look at these. It's kind of cool seeing a department store from a different country, and it's so unique that it's so close to me. This is only about an hour from my house, this particular location, and it's so cool that even within 2 hours, I got to go to these 4 different Hudson's Bays and put these on video for you guys. I did enjoy going here. I got a couple pictures of the logo on it. I didn't get a lot of things because the liquidators were not the best, but I got, a couple pictures for myself as well as plenty of photos as well as these 4 videos for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy the look at this. And I did mention before, but for those of you guys that were not here, Hudson's Bay was a Canadian department store very similar to Lord & Taylor in the United States, because actually, fast fact, Hudson's Bay Company owned the Lord & Taylor chain for a while, up until 2019 when they sold them, and of course, Lord & Taylor, you guys know, is now long gone in the United States. But these stores lasted 5 more years, but unfortunately met the same fate. And fast fact, too, this is the last major department store chain in all of Canada, so it's kind of sad that for Canadians they have to either come down to the States and go to department stores, or some small towns in Canada do have their own department stores, but they're not really chained, they're like local stores. So it is really sad, and honestly, and I hope they do fill these buildings. And rumor has it that some locations will be bought by this one lady in British Columbia, but she didn't buy the Hudson's Bay name or logo, so we'll be a different name department store, but at least these buildings won't sit empty. And as I mentioned before in some of my other Hudson's Bay videos, Canada is very notorious for not having dead malls. I've been to Canada and only been to 1 dead mall ever. And B, they tend to fill their buildings. You really don't see many empty Targets. As you guys know, Target Canada closed about a decade ago. And I mean, even Sears is becoming harder and harder to find. Yes, I still see a couple. I saw 1 or 2 of my Hudson's Bay trips, but overall it's a lot harder to find empty department stores in Canada than in the United States. So I hope, that for the case of this, it's either reopens under that new owner, under a different name, or they develop it to something else. But only time will tell. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking from using the rest of the video. I hope you guys enjoy the look at this Hudson's Bay store here in Hamilton, Ontario at the Lime Ridge Mall. If you guys do, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Live from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, Alex Weinsteimer's out, and I'll talk to you guys real soon with another video. Bye-bye, guys, for now. guys, if you guys did enjoy the look at the Hudson Bay here at the mall here in Hamilton, Ontario, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe. And we're live from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Alex Weincharmer's out, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye-bye, guys.